crucial is that drop catch going to be, Sachin? How crucial is that drop catch going to be, Sachin?
I think very, very costly for Nepal.
I think
very costly for Nepal.
And that was not
I think
a
very
costly
difficult
for Nepal.
chance
And that was not a very difficult
It's a regulation catch, you'll have to say at point.
Yeah, it definitely went fast to him, but one of the best fielders in the Nepal side, you'd have expected him to take it. Just bobbled out, just cut powerfully.
Look at the crowd, look at the crowd. Amazing scenes. Definitely will encourage the bowlers.
Yeah, brilliant effort from them, trying to raise their team. They know they need a wicket. It's just a little less than 120 required now. Under a run of ball, 8 wickets in hand for batsmen of the experience that the Oman side possess. They're going to have to break through. Surely a matter of time now before we see Sandeep Lamachani brought back in. That's who the crowd wanted. They thought he was going to be the best chance of taking a wicket. How badly Nepal need a wicket here.
A single to end the Kamalari's third over. 31st overs have been bowled. 134 for 2 Oman. But more than economy, what Nepal need at this point of time is a wicket at least. They'll have to get a breakthrough somewhere very soon, or else this match is going away from them. But more than economy, what Nepal needs, 48 or 53 from Ake Vilyas. The wicket at least. They'll have to get a breakthrough somewhere.
I just wonder what bowling options,
or else this match is going away from them.
Ramal is going to
more
look
than
at
economy,
utilising
what
Kadka into his 6th over. He's been very economical. Hasn't really looked like taking a wicket though.
Somewhere.
I just wonder what bowling options,
or else this match is going away from them.
Ramal is going to
More
look
than
at
economy,
utilising
what swept hard, swept well, will find the fence.
taking a wicket though.
That brings up 50 for Ake
I just wonder what
Vilyas.
bowling options,
What a form this man is in.
Ramal is going to
More
look
than
at
economy,
utilising
what swept hard, swept well.
And the hill rises to the wicket though.
That brings up
Turned immediately.
50
not
for
to that.
Ake
I just wonder what
Vilyas.
bowling
50
options.
in this season. What a form this man is in.
Ramal is going to look at
More than economy, what swept hard.
immediately.
50
not
for
to that.
Ake
I just wonder what
Vilyas.
bowling
50 in
options.
this season. What a form this man is in.
We'll see on the replay. Bottom hand coming off the bat, but he got it far enough in front of square, and of course it's the shorter side of the ground. So 4 more to the total. Whereas Kadka will close out that over. Score 145 for 3. 2. Nepal need a wicket and they go to their trump card. Globe-trotting 19-year-old leg spinner, one of the hottest properties in franchise cricket. This is where I like to see him bowl later in the innings, and he's bowled that one slower through the air, turn and bite off the wicket.
That's exactly what was missing in his first spell. He's looking to bowl too quick, not giving the ball enough air, and when he does, he's a quality leg spinner. Cut.
The outside edge just short of Dipender Singh Airi though. When he fumbles, he's going to end up giving away 2 runs. Hasn't been his best day in the field. Direct hit. An appeal from the crowd, not from the Nepal team. Again, beautifully bowled by Lamachani. Sharp turn away from the right-hander. Remember, he's going to have that googly up his sleeve to try and cut Aki Bilias in half.
This is what he's capable of. Sandeep Lamachani, I'm not sure if he should have been introduced at the start of the innings, because it was not a 191 chase, it was 250 runs that Nepal had to defend. Gone is gone now. 147 for 2 are Oman, and they are cruising along in this chase. Aki Bilias, the senior partner, batting at 55.
Swept into the air. There's a man out there. It's going to fall in between the two of them, and it's going to run away. Spectacular effort on the rope. I think he might have pulled it in.
Brilliant effort, brilliant. Nepal certainly the better side on the field. Hold it back there. It's Arif Sheikh. Sandeep this time, but that's too full. Well swept. He adjusted with the length perfectly. It was not there to be swept. Another single for Aki Bilias. He's playing Sandeep very comfortably. Sandeep will have to look to ball slower through the air. That gives him more chance of picking a wicket.
150 up and just 100 more to win now. It's looking like a cakewalk at the moment for Oman. It's the googly out of the back of the hand. You can clearly see it. Picked early. And what a shot from Zishan Maqsood all the way along the carpet. Sandeep looking for the wickets again, but he's met by the full face of Zishan Maqsood's bat. Too full, the googly. Powered down the ground. It's the end of the 33rd. It's 154 for 2.
Short and wide, offering no pace, and the ball has found the pace though. A bad delivery there by Paris and dispatched for boundary. Aki Bilias is finding it too easy now.
Yeah, really surprised to see Paris Khadka kept on. His previous over was an expensive one. And he starts with a short wide one outside the off stump, and there's no men in the deep on the offside with the exception of long off, so all Aki Bilias had to do was pick the gap and hammer it away for 4.
Another short and wide delivery. Will this go all the way? It does. 2 in 2 for Aki Bilias. Paris offering that width and the length for us to sit back and cut that for another boundary in this over.
Yeah, 2 consecutive poor balls. Both of them punished. Man in Aki Bilias' form isn't going to miss out on them.
Much better from Paris. I think he was attempting turn from that angle. Not to be, went on straight. And Aki Bilias is in superb touch to miss that kind of a delivery. Wanted a single, not to be there.
3 consecutive boundaries. Boundary off the final ball of Lamachani's over. Followed up by 2 off the first 2 balls of Paris Khadka's over, and it's completely silenced the crowd. They're starting to believe this match is Oman's.
hammered down the ground. Just a single there. I've been particularly disappointed with the way Sandeep Lamisani has bowled today. He's very inconsistent early on.
There's such weight on his shoulders, and again, I just think it was the wrong decision today to open the bowling with him. So there in the middle over, starting to get some sharp turn. And I think plenty of time for him to come back. That's going to end Paris Kakka's over. 163 for 2.
हेलो साथीहरु तपाईहरु जतिजनाले पनि हेरिरहनु भएको छ हाम्रो स्ट्रिम एकचोटी तलको कमेन्टमा आएको लिंकलाई पनि तपाईले गएर हेरिदिनु होला र गएर त्यो भिडियो पनि एकचोटी हेरिदिनु त्यो च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला अब आशा छ तपाईहरुले त्यो च्यानललाई पनि सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनुहुन्छ
Saki Villiers, but the problem is even slightly better deliveries are still getting singles off, and Oman have just got themselves into a habit over the last 12 to 18 months in associate cricket. You could argue even longer than that. Of course, the last 4 or 5 years, they just keep getting it done. They're in a winning habit. They're such an experienced side. And right now, experience is absolutely trumping the youth of Nepal.
Much better. This should be the line and length. He should be bowling.
Yeah, but how good from Zishan Maksud. Good delivery, turning sharply into him. Just works it wide of the man at mid-wicket. And takes a single. This crowd's gone really flat all of a sudden. Doing what America couldn't do yesterday, taking the crowd out of the game.
Oh, was that a chance? Was that a chance? Was there an edge? Sandeep Lamisani. Is that the second drop catch? Off.
Yeah, it sounded to me like there was 2 noises. Very sharp turn out of this wearing pitch. Just bringing you the replay. Hard to tell there. Very difficult take it was for Binat Bandari anyway. Barsham Shudin says there's no edge. Probably the second noise, the bat hitting the ground. Googly turns sharply back into him. You can see the back of the hand. And that's what you have to watch for. It's easy from behind the bowler. When you're watching from behind the bowler from our commentary position, you can immediately see the front shoulder drop a little and the googly come out of the back of the hand. Difficult to pick at the pacey bowls. Big appeal. Given not out, he can't believe it. Shamshuddin unmoved. End of the 35th, 169 for 2.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Just going to bring you the replay of this big LBW shout. I thought at first it might have pitched outside leg. It certainly didn't. We're at a strong angle here in our commentary position. Umpire Shamshuddin perhaps thinking he got outside the line, maybe too much turn.
I think the only case would have been too much turn.
Yeah, we're almost blinded by the sun coming across the ground here. It's a low winter sun. And it's Dipender Singh Airi for the first time today. I would have liked to see him bowl a little earlier. Paras Khadka taken out of the attack. He bowls sharp, skiddy off breaks. You can see that low sun there almost blinding us in our commentary position. But Dipender Singh Airi, can he get one through with his part-timers just like Ilyas did for Oman?
Akib Ilyas, in fact, has a chance of going on to score 100 here. Stayed back and found the gap. Slashed very hard. Another boundary here for Akib Ilyas. What an innings he's playing. What a player.
In the poll right now, I'm afraid to say are all over the place. Don't seem to have the answers to Akib Ilyas's innings. Zishan Maqsood's complementing it so well. And their bowling plans seem to have gone to tatters. It's the very opposite of what they did against the USA yesterday.
They're short, but some bit of turn in that, making it difficult for Akib Ilyas to find any room and cut it. This match is going only one way if Nepal don't produce any sort of miracle here.
Yeah, the bowlers we've seen be most effective over the last couple of days have been those who bowled a nice, slow, traditional spinner's pace. That one there fired in from Dipender Singh Airi and too easy. He's got pace to work with, cuts it away. Even the seamers, you think about those who've had success. Mohammed Nadeem bowling his slower balls just like Bilal Khan as well. So it's been got to be extreme pace or a good slow pace to extract the turn. It's better from Airi. He'll enjoy bowling to the left-handed Maqsood, but 75 to win off 85. If Nepal can't find a wicket and find one now, this game is all over.
Got too close from the stumps, but directed. The crowd get excited, not the umpire, which ends the 36th over, 175 for 2.
Mega Bank Nepal Limited.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Skyward, Google Android TV lead the
Back 3 overs of Sandeep Lamachani. Sushan Bari back into the attack from the pavilion end. For me, the best bowler from Nepal's perspective today has been Kushal Malla. He's still got 4 overs in hand. I wonder if they'll get him back into the attack. Dipender Singh Airi, the 7th bowler used. The big problem for Nepal has been the 2 seamers, Karan KC and Kamal Singh Airi. Very expensive so far. 10 overs, none for 55 between the 2 of them.
A beautiful delivery. That is close. No, says the umpire. Involved, that's what he thinks.
Shedahodi Shamshuddin standing in his 42nd one-day international today. Very experienced Indian. He's unmoved. He reckons a little bit of an inside edge there. Down the track, hit wide of long on and wide of mid-wicket, and it's going to be 4 runs. It's the largest part of the ground, but he's picked the gap perfectly. They're putting on a masterclass here, the Oman batsman.
Brilliant, brilliant shot. Denied an LBW shout there by Susan Bari, by the umpire, Devendra Subedi. In fact, it was Samsudin. The partnership between these two. 97.
Yeah, it's been outstanding batting. You just felt when that wicket fell with Karali, if the Nepal spinners could come into the game, the match was Nepal's to win. It just hasn't been the case. There's been some mixed plans from not just the Nepal bowlers, but also Gyanendra Malla, the captain. He shuffled his deck touch aimlessly at the moment. He hasn't seemed to had a real game plan behind things.
Beautiful, beautiful delivery, but no wicket-taking luck. This time 37 overs have gone by, 181 for 2, Oman.
Skyward Refrigerators.
Will be just number 33, KC.
So the continuous shuffling of the pack of Nepal bowlers continues. Just one over for Dipender Singh Arli. 6 came from it, and now he's going to turn and go to Karen KC. But for me, Sachin, Nepal's bowlers have just been too inconsistent today. It's been very helpful conditions, particularly for their spinners. You would have thought they would have been absolutely loving this surface to bowl on. But outside of Kushal Malla, every single one of them has bowled too many bad balls.
Couldn't agree to you anymore, Andrew. I absolutely agree. And also the piece behind the delivery. I mean, they should have understood this is a slow track. It's difficult for batsmen to generate pace for shot making. Kushal Malla was spot on. He was not allowing any pace. Karen KC.
Karen KC is punished immediately just for a single, short and wide by Zishan Maksud. Yeah, and that's why Aki Bilias's part-time leg breaks were so effective as well. There was no pace to work with. Just couldn't get the ball away. The Nepal batsman against Aki Bilias, and he ended up with 4 wickets. The only bowler who's shown anything like that for Nepal, Kushal Malla. But these fans have to believe, and the one thing that can give them some belief is if they do get a new batsman to the crease, this track is difficult to score on from the off. They just need to open up an end. Come on, Karen KC. Can he find it? He can't just at the moment. He's had the knack of that golden arm for Nepal. 4 wickets yesterday, but he's been expensive so far today.
Also, this partnership has now reached to 100 runs in just 111 deliveries. Zishan Maksud has been the quiet partner, 34-50, and what an innings already by Aki Bilias. And in this partnership, his contribution is 64 in just 61 deliveries. Top-class partnership.
Oh, nearly have Karen KC clotheslined by Durga Savedi at the Chobar end, and a slight hold-up in play is because Gyanendra Malla wanted his field to be slightly changed, so fine leg will go back to the fence. He'd misunderstood, he'd come up into the circle. The old left-hand, right-hand partnership continues to cause problems, and it's a 100 partnership, as you say, Sachin. What a partnership it's been. I think outside of that drop catch at point, they haven't really had a moment's bother.
That should have been taken, though. Should have been taken. At this stage, you expect somebody like Arif Sheikh to take those catches. That kind of catch. This is cricket at its highest level. This is a one-day international.
For the slog sweep, and Karen KC almost has half an appeal. It thuds into Maksud's shoulder. They'll run through for what will surely be signalled a leg by. It will. It's a tough school playing 2 one-day internationals back to back. You can see good use of the cutter, the slower ball. That's exactly what Bilal Khan did so effectively for Oman. But for me, Karen KC just looks a little bit tired, and can't blame him for that. The euphoria, the big win yesterday, 4 for 15. Back-to-back ODIs, very tough and testing on the players in this Cricket World Cup League 2.
Slaps it down to the ground. Ilyas. What an innings. What an innings this has been from the experienced Aqib Ilyas. This is his 5th one-day 50 in the last 9 matches he's played, and all of those matches in ICC Cricket World Cup League 2. Shows the class of the man. Jishan Maksud has been the quieter partner, but it's already a very important innings he's played.
And one thing that struck me is their composure at the crease. End of 38, it's 185 for 2.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार
12 overs remain for Oman in this chase. Big appeal. Probably got outside the line of off stump and wait for the signal. No bat involved, so it was a leg by. Aqib Ilyas trying to target the shorter boundary in the leg side.
Probably the impact was outside the line of off stump, so you cannot give that out. Missed that slip shot. Aqib Ilyas is so good at sweeping the ball.
Yeah, another good decision. The umpiring has been really good this week, perhaps with the exception of 1 or 2 decisions against America. Durga Sibedi had a really tough one on Stephen Taylor in particular. Shamshuddin and Pradhan being outstanding.
.64 of 70 now. This looks far too easy for Oman.
And that's class batting from Maksud. He just clips it into the leg side, takes a single. And that's class batting from Maksud. He just clips it into the leg side, takes a single. And
गाउने हो बालबाल गाउने हो बालबाल गाउने हो बाल
followed up by what looks like a defeat here.
That drop catch, very, very costly for Nepal.
If you think about all the various things that went against Nepal in their first innings, you still felt 250 was a defendable total, but Binod Das and I both felt definitely should have been up around the 280, 290 mark with all the things that went in their favour. Soft dismissals, lack of acceleration late in the innings. And since then it's been all Oman.
So the final ball of the second power play to be bowled by Kamal Singh Aidi. Can he get Nepal a breakthrough? No, straight down the ground. Easy single, and that's the end of the 14th over. 2 down for 202.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टिल
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
2 batsmen in the crease. Just number 47, Akib Ilyas, the batsman on 82 runs. And giving him company is the captain of the side, just number 12, Zishan Masood. He's on batting on 49 runs. This Tri Nation Series comprising Oman, US and Nepal is
बाबालाई खोप लाको
पापाको पेट कटाउन
अब त छोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी।
एक्सन।
पर्ले टप बटर विथ लोडेड भरिएको सरी सपना भरिएको विथ बटरी लोडेड विथ टेस्टी बटरी।
लाइन गल्ती भइरहेछ।
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति बटरी कि बोले चिप्लेको चिप्ले। पर्ले टप बटरी टेस्ट बटरी सपना।
दिल 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 चाहन्छ रियल बच्चाहरूको जब पार्टी होस् चुस्ती र तन्दुरुस्तीलाई अलि अलि चाहन्छ अलि चाहन्छ रियल फन चाहन्छ सबको मन चाहन्छ
जे होस् स्वाद स्वास्थ्य र खुसीको लागि रियलले पिलाउनुहोस्।
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
Sir.
Shabash. Center fruit. Mood banaucha. Ting tong.
That needed it to just 60 runs coming from the last 10 overs. Just when they needed to accelerate it. Said farewell to Sachin Tendulkar, and I'm rejoined by the former Nepal captain, Binod Das. Binod, I'll ask you in a second where this game's gone wrong for Nepal, but we'll just look at the bowling figures first. Kamal Singh really expensive on ODI debut. Kushal Malla, the standout. And I think he's going to be throwing the ball now, and that's a good decision. Nepal have to get a wicket. They may as well gamble, get Malla on, get Lamachani on, see if they can find a few wickets and get back in this game. We're staring down the barrel at the moment. Binod, where's it all gone wrong?
Well, to start with, there are not one reason that Nepal is struggling at the moment. They had the opportunity to bat Oman out of this game, not once, but at least on 3 occasions. They threw it away. When Paras and Gyanendra going so strong, Paras's wicket at that moment of time pegged Nepal back. Again, they had some sort of momentum going their way. Gyanendra's wicket, courtesy of a loose shot outside off stump, pegged them back again. And then again, once they tried to recover through Kushal Malla and Vinod Bhandari, Kushal Malla getting out at the crucial moment did not allow Nepal to get to a big total. 250 on this wicket, as we were all talking about, Andrew, is not a very big total to chase, especially against Oman, who plays spin better than USA.
Hit into the sky, and it's going to fall just agonisingly out of reach of Paras Khadka. But the immediate introduction of Kushal Malla has straight away found problems, and I'm not sure where that shot came from Aki Bilias. No need to play that. You need 4.5 and over.
And that brings me to my second point, the bowling, the pace that Nepal has bowled with, especially spinners. They have just started the ball in, most of them. Whenever they have slowed the ball down, they've slowed the pace, they've got purchase from this wicket. They had a very good sample overs from the leggy from the other team to look at.
Direct hit and a big appeal, but the appeal really only comes from the fielder. Good work, short fine leg. That's going to be 50 for Zishan Maqsood, coming from 61 balls. He's been a man horribly out of form with the bat for Oman. Still brilliant with the ball, but that's his first 50 in this Cricket World Cup League 2 in his 9th innings. And here's the moment.
Player. He's a very good batter. Sandeep Lamijane picking the ball, hitting the stumps. Easy single for Zishan Maqsood to complete his 50.
Yeah, this partnership's just been so impressive in the way they've manoeuvred the good deliveries into the gaps as well. But Nepal have to keep believing where there's life. A little bit like in America's chase yesterday, they were still in the game, even 7-8 wickets down. They can just somehow break this partnership. They could get back in the game.
Well, they've not bowled well enough. It's not about bowling odd good balls, it's about creating pressure. And they've not been consistent enough in those areas with their pace as well.
Yeah, there's been 1, if not 2, 4 balls almost every over. Just too many singles punishing them as well. Another direct hit, back-to-back direct hits. Brilliant fielding from Sandeep Lamachani, but both times he's home. Absolutely laser with the throws.
Just tucked it around the corner, taking off for a single. Sandeep Lamachane just a touch slow onto the ball. Easily taken single there. Once again, they've not been consistent. Kushal Malla is probably the best bowler they have had on scene today. Oman won 207 for 2 after 41 overs.
निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा SMS गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लकेट, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
So 9 overs remain, and the final roll of the dice is yet another change in bowling, and it's going to go back to Sandeep Lamachani to the end that he had success from against USA yesterday, the Chobar end. They're going to need magic from the Wonder Kid now.
Of course, Nepal need a magical spell from somebody here. Who better than this kid? Trottle from Nepal. Of course, but he needs to learn the art of bowling into a one-day game.
Yeah, and a little bit of creative captaincy, maybe from Sandeep himself, getting a... It's not really a short leg, it's quite a deep short leg into place. Looking for the wickets. Mala seems to have just tossed the ball around a bit at random today. There hasn't been a huge amount of planning.
Not at all. Especially when you're defending 250. You're starting with a spinner. For me, that was baffling. Yes, if a team is defending 180, 190, understandable to create more pressure. But
Lamachani searching for the wonder ball, gets the googly out. Throw comes in, and all of a sudden, Aki Bilias is not just inside of Lydia's side to victory, but inside of 100. It'll be the first 100 this week, and he's batting on one leg. What a knock that would be.
let's face it, this is a very good wicket to bat on right now. This is probably the best time to bat with the ball not doing much, and Aki has batted superbly.
Like to see this though from Lamachani. I just said it to you off air. I want to see him come around the wicket to the left-hander. His googly will be more potent than angling in to the left-hander and turning the ball away. But again, just bowling very quick through the air. Look at the fans. They're still supporting from any vantage point. Up in the trees. And a ball flag flying. Slow it down. Bowl him the wrong one. Sharp turn. Slower through the air. That's better from Lamachani.
Something different, isn't it? They needed to do this maybe 5-6 overs earlier. But still, it's never too late. Still a couple of wickets here. Nepal will fancy their chances, especially once they're playing at home.
The ball turning that sharply, I really like it. Getting outside the off stump. There's a leg spinner coming around the wicket, cutting the batsman in half. Think about Shane Warne to Strauss. Cut away, brilliant from Maksud. That one doesn't turn as much, and he simply runs it off the face of the bat. Beats Karen KC. Boundary 4 extinguishes further hope for Nepal.
What the way these two have batted. Tremendous partnership from both the batsmen. They played the gaps very, very well. And if anything, all the Nepalese bowler have provided the pace to these batsmen to work with. On this sort of a wicket, where it's slow and turning, you need to slow it down as much as possible.
Yeah, the ball before, he bowled it slower through the air. It came out of the wrist beautifully and cut sharply into Zishan Maksud. This delivery was darted through, was wide, and as we saw with that one over from Dipender Singh Airi, as soon as you give pace on the ball to work with, it's much easier from the spinners.
You hit the nail on the head, Andrew, when you said there is not much of planning that seems to be on surface here. It's just going through the motion at the moment. Another 2 taken. Oman 215 for 2 after the end of 42nd over.
Delight ice cream.
मेरो सीपलाई बुझ्ला कसले मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले
Cameo with the bat, be full of confidence, and then you don't throw him the ball till dude. This delivery was darted through, was wide, and as we saw with that one over from
Delight ice cream.
Cameo with the bat, be full of confidence, and then you don't throw him the ball till dude. This delivery was darted through, was wide, and as we saw with that one over from
Delight Ice Cream.
For the very first over of his, which was the second over for the inning, he was under pressure because straight away, new ball against a good batting lineup and on a good surface is what you look for. And mind you, Karan Casey was getting the ball to move around, especially in first 3-4 overs. Then after that, but still, I must concede this, Andrew. The spinners have not bowled that well at all. All the spinners, apart from Kushal, have struggled, and especially with the pace. Somebody like Shushan Bhari, who bowled a little slower in all these matches, suddenly has gone on to darting the ball in.
And not just the pace, but also the lengths. They've been mixing their lengths up. There just haven't been any consistency. Kushal Malla has been impressive. The pick of the spinners, just 4 singles from that over. It's 219 for 2.
पापाको पेट घटाउन
अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी।
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
America will have a chance for revenge in just a couple of days' time. But they're going to move to 14 points in what's a big match in this League 2 table. Unless Sandeep Lamachani can find some kind of magic. His second last over. We were talking about the bowlers continuously missing their lengths.
Once again, there is no period in this game where Nepali bowlers have created pressure on 2 batsmen. No moment in this game at all. All the time, they've allowed the batsmen, as you rightly said, couple of opportunities in an over to score runs, which was not the case yesterday. But yes, understand, better wicket to bat on, but all the more reasons that you needed to be more consistent.
And what's most remarkable for me is just how easy these two have made it look, with the exception of that one drop catch at backward point off Aki Bilias. They've looked completely unfazed. Zishan Baksu's got the cap on, showing all their experience. We've spoken a few times about how they're a very mature side. Lamachani's going to end the experiment of coming round the wicket. Short again, pulled away. Sure, the bowlers have bowled 2 balls in a row in the same spot.
Sandeep Lamachani, if he wants to do well in the ODIs especially, he will have to learn the art of creating or constructing, I would say, an over. He will have to make sure that he bowls into a spell. He cannot look to get wicket every single ball like what he does for the T20s.
And there's such different versions of the game. In the T20 format, you constantly have batsmen coming at you, but they don't need to do that in ODI cricket. They can knock it around, they can milk you for 4 or 5 and over.
And especially if they know that you are a threat, they will not come at you all the balls. So when you provide them with such pace, they will sit back and try to nudge you down. And whenever the opportunity presents itself, they will score a few. Still, no consistency whatsoever. If you see all these 5 balls, they have been in 5 different areas of...
Look at the tracker on your screen. Single, 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 single. That's all Oman have needed to do. It's his 9th ODI, Sandeep. He's such a talent, just 19 years of age, played all around the world. He's only been held wicketless once before in his career, and that was a few days ago against Oman. Oman looking to do the double over him. Another one where he misses his length, and 6 singles off the over is not what Oman need, or not what Nepal need. It's exactly what Oman need. 225 for 2.
5 वर्षमा धनबहार, अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार, अनि अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार। 15 वर्षपछि त झन् लक्ष्मी दाहिने हुने योग छ। 20 वर्षसम्म त झन् कन्टिन्यू धनबहार।
तर कसरी?
हो, मैले हाम्रो उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि ज्योति लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सको 15 वर्षीय 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा योजना लिएकी छु।
अति उत्तम। उहाँहरूले जस्तै तपाईहरुले पनि ज्योति लाइफको 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा गर्नुहोस्, जसले तपाईलाई बीमा अवधिभित्र 3 पटक बीमाङ्कको 1/3 रकम र बीमा अवधि पश्चात 20 वर्षसम्म प्रत्येक
5 to win now. Oman have made this look really easy, and 7 consecutive singles off the last 7 balls. They've been so dominant, Benadas.
They have actually. Oman have dominated this whole second inning. There's never an occasion where, apart from one missed opportunity of Aqib Ilyas, they've done nothing much wrong in the field, but it's the bowling that has let them down. They've not been consistent enough, and we keep talking about this. It's not a T20 game. It's a one-day game where you 2 new balls at 2 ends. You need to construct a spell. Just cannot keep bowling for wickets all the time.
Yeah, I like the way Kushal Mala's gone about his business today. He's really tried to flight the ball, tempt the batsman. But nobody else outside of Kushal has shown any consistency. There's been too many loose deliveries. Aqib Ilyas and Zishan Maqsood have made this look so easy. It's 10 consecutive singles, Binod.
They're doing it easy. It's become like it's gone on an auto mode.
Yeah, here's the Oman batting card, and how good is that? Aqib Ilyas 92. Could he make the first 100 of the week?
That's 2 of only 96 deliveries. That makes it even better. You're chasing 250 and scoring run a ball almost.
And remember, he's batting on pretty much one leg. Two dots to finish out that Kushal Mala over. Oman 229 for 2.
जिस निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील।
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Google Android TV. Lead the future.
Hughes is in the crowd, and there's a reason why. 21 to win off 30. Sandeep Lamachani has just one over left. Cut away for another single. So man Chase dealing in singles the last little while, and the reason they're doing that is they don't need to do anything else.
They don't need to do anything else because they've been served in plate all these runs. Room, pace, you ask for it and you get it. They've not bowled it well at all. Might sound very critical.
Glorious shot that from Aqib Ilyas. He moves to within touching distance of a maiden ODI century. 2 full from Lamachani, punished over the fielder at cover within the circle, and 1 bounce 4.
Once again missing the length, bowling it 2 full and away from the bat, from the stumps actually. This one was better in length, but how many times could he land that ball in that area in this over? Whenever he has pitched the ball in that area, he's created trouble for the batsman, but then he's not been consistent enough. Again, short, cut away.
He's going to try and get back for 2. Despite a good flat throw coming in, he moves to 98 within touching distance of a maiden ODI 100. The nerves will be there for him, but He's taken 4 wickets. He's hurt himself. He's batting on one leg. And he's nearly single-handedly winning this game. Hit into the offside. Is this the moment? It is the moment. What a moment. 100 for Akib Ilyas. He raises his arms aloft. He gets a huge ovation from the home crowd. And he has single-handedly won this game. He touches the ground. He kisses the turf. And it's the first ever 100 for Akib Ilyas, and brilliant sportsmanship from Sandeep Lanochani. Handshake and a hug from his captain Zishan Maksud.
What an innings. What an innings this has been. This is what Nepal lacked in their innings. Somebody getting a start and throwing it away. This is exactly what was needed from somebody like a Gyanendra Malla or Paras to carry on till the end. Akib Ilyas has shown the way forward. This is exactly the way Nepal would have loved to see one of their batters go about the business.
Here's the moment. It was fired in by Sandeep Lanochani, but Akib Ilyas, the form that he's been in, just been too good for that, and it went backward on the offside, and that was the moment. Sheer delight. Duleep Mendis, former Sri Lankan Test cricketer, he rises. He knows a good one, and this being is an absolute gem. The first ODI 100 for Akib Ilyas. He's going to follow it up with another boundary. This game's ending in a hurry. Oman within touching distance. It's 244 for 2.
निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल। ज्योति लाइफ, सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Kushal Malla taken out of the attack with an over to go. And brought back in for the final right.
Absolute control throughout his inning. Batted like a champion.
And Akib Ilyas also becomes the first player to move past 500 runs in this ICC Cricket World Cup League 2. He's well clear at the top of the run scoring charts.
Yeah, and by some distance. It's about 150 run difference between him and Aaron Jones.
And he'll just want to make sure that he adds a not out to this. It would take a tiny bit of a shine off the gloss of his performance if he gave it away. But it was the 48th over of the first innings when he dived full stretch to his right to save a certain boundary, and he hobbled off. We thought he might not even be able to bat.
But he has come back and batted the way he has. Made sure that Oman gets an easy win under their belt, and this has been a hammering. Nepal would be badly hurt with this loss here.
Yeah, you're spot on, Binod. You can't really dress it up any other way. They're going to win by at least 7 wickets, probably 8 wickets. These two will coast home, and this partnership worth 164 now. Obviously, Akib Ilyas' score not 100 up to 107.
That's his contribution in the partnership. 92 runs from Akib Ilyas and 67 from Zishan Maksud. And what the first was all about, Andrew, we were talking about this wicket being difficult to bat on. They've had a partnership of 166 in 164 balls. It's rather the other way around.
Yeah, they've made it look so easy. They're going to win with probably the guts of 3 overs to spare.
But it's only Nepal to blame themselves. They've not bowled well. The Oman team did look in the field when they were fielding. They didn't bowl that all that well as well, but Nepal could not capitalize on all those mistakes. But here,